Alright, so I am back with another video. Another video talking about, the same topics I've been kind of going over, the whole dating realm. And, it's pretty deep when it comes to how people are perceived, and the way people are perceived a lot of times is based upon their status. And, you know, for at least recently, I've been hearing this term like alpha, beta, different types of men would classify themselves within these categories, and then you'll break that down into like red pill and all these different things. But the main thing I'm talking about today is this whole alpha male type of conversation. And this video right here is called "Why Sigma Males Are More Attractive Than Alpha Males." Now, I don't know what Sigma males are. All I know is alpha, that's the big dog. You got like a wolf pack, of course. That's where it kind of stems from. The leader of the pack, macho man, and then you have the beta. That's kind of like the underling, the bitch, right? So I've never heard the Sigma. Only time I've heard of Sigma is when it comes to like, fraternities, things of that nature. So I'm curious to see exactly what Sigma males are, and why this guy right here is saying that Sigma males are more attractive than alpha males. So with that in mind, I'm now thinking of, is there a thing called omega males? Now I know I'm going all over the place with this. I'm thinking of like, wolf packs, and then now I'm thinking of like frats, but I'm just wondering, is there a thing called omega males? And if there is, I wonder where that fits into it. But anyways, let's just stick on topic with this. Why Sigma males are more attractive than alpha males. Let's get it.
Why Sigma males are more attractive than alpha males. Stay tuned.
Welcome to the Anthony Spade channel.
See, Red Pill Coach, already off rip. It says Red Pill Coach. That's what he dubs himself. So this is his thing. This is, for you to have that type of title, I'm automatically thinking that this is your field. You're going to be constantly talking about relationships and things of that nature. You might be giving out some good advice, but nobody on YouTube, at least no like big person on YouTube that tackles this topic, from what I've looked into, has some type of certificate or license in this. So it's just going based off of their own experiences and the information they gathered. So that still doesn't fully take away from what information this individual has on this topic or anything surrounding this topic, but that's just something to keep in mind. So let's just get back into this.
Welcome back to the Anthony Spade channel. Before we get started, I want you to watch the entire video. If you like the video, press the like button at the end, press the subscribe button at the end, and press the notifications button at the end. Okay, today we're going to be talking about why Sigma males are more attractive than alpha males. Now, a lot of people didn't even know that Sigma males existed until last week. A lot of guys didn't, but a lot of guys did know. So we're having this debate in the manosphere about alphas and sigmas. So today we're going to go ahead and break down the alphas and sigmas. Now, to most of you guys, your definition of an alpha male is a guy who...
I'm sorry, this is completely besides the point, and it's a complete zoom in on his face. But that's not a grill in his mouth, right? That's definitely not a grill. It's like some type of like iron, like he got bad teeth or something. So I don't know. I'm not trying to take shots, but it's just there. It's just right there in my face, and I'm just like, yo, I have to talk about that. I have to bring it up, because I'm pretty sure people in his comment section have brought it up, and this is my first time seeing this guy, so it's not fully distracting, but it's right there in my face. I gotta say something about it. Doesn't take away from the information that he has. I'm gonna constantly say that. Let's get back into this.
Who has money, who has women, and who is good looking. That's what you've been taught an alpha male is. All right? What we're going to do is we're going to break down those little characteristics. All right? Can beta males have money? Yes. Majority of the successful men in the world are beta males. You have to understand, no matter if you're alpha, No matter if you're Sigma, you're Beta, Omega, Delta, Zelta, wherever these mindsets are.
See, it's similar. See, I have brought up Omega, right? So I guess it's similar to the whole pills. Like, because, recently I found out about the black pill. I did my own little research, found out there is an actual white pill. Of course, you got the red pill, you got the blue pill. So it's all these different classes, right? So I guess it's the same thing with it. Maybe he might be just talking mess, where he's just like throwing all these different names out there. But hey, I'm pretty sure if I look into it, it's going to be Delta, Omega, this, that, and the third. More of these Greek symbols and all that stuff. So hey, let's just learn more. Let's learn more.
MGTOW, red pill, blue pill, it's all mindsets. When your mind change, so does the type of guy that you are. All right? It's all about how confident you are to society when it comes to these different mindsets. But when it comes to the definition of them and what you've been taught, every man can have money and still be weak. Every man can have women and still be weak.
Facts.
A lot of you beta guys had women. The women just used you. When it comes to an alpha male doesn't get used by a woman. Now, when it comes to good looks, how many beta males out there are good looking? A lot of beta males. So when it comes to the money, when it comes to the women, and it comes to the good looks, they do not apply to an alpha male, nor do they apply to a beta male, because these are things that can exist in every sign. So we're going to take that and throw it to the side. I don't want you to use that as definition. What we're going to break down is the psychology of things, all right? When it comes to alpha and beta, the alpha males lead the beta males, period. All right? Sigma males are a form of alpha males. The difference is, alphas are known for lions for a reason, because lions conquer everything around them. That's what they do. When it comes to the beta male, the alpha conquers the beta male and uses the beta male to get ahead. The alpha and the beta male are part of the herd of life. They're part of the in crowds. They're part of the herd. So inside of the crowd, there's always leaders. And amongst that leader will be the alpha male.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure this is kind of obvious, right? If you're looking at, like, if you want to take the whole, like, animal, more specifically wolf analogy, of course it's the alpha is in charge, and then the betas are like, do what I say or do what's beneficial for the group, the pack in this case. And if you don't, you have to deal with the alpha, and most likely you're going to be booted out, or you're going to be food for the rest of the pack. That's pretty obvious. So let's get to the point. Come on now. What's the sigma? What's the sigma? The quicker I find out what a sigma male is, the more I could break it down, and then the quicker I'll be able to go out and do my own research and find out what an omega male is, if it's a thing. And it sounds like it's a thing. It sounds pretty dope too. It was a show I used to watch called Teen Wolf. Anyways, besides, I'm not gonna get into that. They had the whole alpha and beta, and then it was a sigma. You know what? Let's get back into this.
The alpha male is what leads the beta males. When a beta male wants to emulate an alpha male, they want to appear stronger. They want to appear more powerful, which is why in the gym you have a lot of beta males that take the steroids, the creatine, live in the gym so they can get big and look different, so they can put off a masculine aura, because that's what alphas do. Now, let's go back to the lion. When a lion...
I don't know if I fully agree with that right there. I know I'm constantly stopping this and I'm constantly talking. I don't know if I fully agree with the whole gym analogy, because especially when it comes to the whole steroid usage, like, a lot of people take steroids for different reasons, and some of it, at least coming from a sports background and somewhat of a fitness background, I'm pretty sure some people take steroids in order to improve their, overall performance. If they're taking steroids for what he's talking about, that's one thing, but at least based upon what I've encountered and I've done research on, a lot of people take it for, the athletic type of thing, Okay, so I mean, I don't know how that fits into what he's talking about because it kind of just counteracts what he's talking about. But hey, let's get back into it.
Wants to conquer or scare people, he roars. That's what alpha males do. Alpha males talk the loudest. Alphas are more aggressive than beta males. When a beta male tries to argue with an alpha male gets louder. Or an alpha male can be more physical because an alpha male is going to intimidate. So, when it comes to just the mindset of an alpha male, what I want you to think about is the lion. The lion conquers other lionests, and then he forms his own group. You have to look at it like a gang. Look at the Bloods and the Crips. Most of those guys are beta males from broken homes, but they're led by a alpha male, which would be the toughest guy in the group.
That's a weird analogy. He's bringing up lions. I think a better one would be the wolf analogy. I don't know, lions, I think that's kind of different, especially when you break down the whole male and female dynamic. By default, especially in the animal kingdom, the male is going to be in charge over the female. It's very, very few cases, and it's specific animals where it's reversed. The female is the lead versus the male, but in general, especially when you're talking about what he's talking about with the whole lion analogy that he's trying to draw from, the whole alpha beta thing, it's still there, but it takes on a different role when you're talking about male and female. So it's kind of funky when the way he's talking about it. Let's get back to it.
That goes right back to wolves. Wolves are led by alpha males when they roll in pack, and the lone wolf that rolls by himself is actually a sigma. All right? Now we're getting to the concepts. You can be broke and be an alpha male. See, your Chads and Tyrones are alpha males. They may not even be doing better than a beta male, but being that they have a dominant mindset, this is what women are attracted to. They're not attracted to their money. They're not attracted to their looks. They're attracted to their dominant mindset.
Of course they're not attracted to their money. They have no money.
So when you're dealing with an alpha is a person that's constantly aiming to conquer and does not allow anyone to conquer him or her. But inside of that trait, you have sigma males. Sigma males are the alpha males that don't want to conquer. They want to be on their own. Some alpha males thrive off the conquership, but then you have strong individuals, which are sigma males. Sigma males gain their power off of loneliness because sigma males are not looking to conquer any and everything but its own. That's why it connects more with a tiger. A tiger does not roll in packs unless it's mother and cubs until they go off on their own. Majority of tigers, leopards, jaguars, they move individually. Now, what you must know about the tiger lives longer than the lion. The tiger is also bigger than the lion. The maximum size for a lion that you're probably going to see,
I don't know. It's just weird. He's comparing two different types of animals. Like tigers, they instinctually, I guess, scratch the tiger. Just use the leopard or even a panther. They instinctually move different than the lion based solely upon, their background, right? Genetically, biologically, to be more precise. So it's kind of a funky thing to compare the two. It would be probably better if he would compare lions with lions, even though they're ultimately in the same, cat group. It's still different, So it's kind of funky how he's, in my opinion, comparing these two different groups that don't even really interact with each other. The way that they move, they're not even in this shoot, at least from what I've gathered, especially comparing, I guess, the leopard and the panther to a lion. They're not even in like the same type of environment usually. Of course it's certain species of each one, but
it's 350 pounds. When it comes to a Siberian tiger, which is probably the biggest tiger, they're going to get up to 700 pounds. The average lifespan for an alpha lion is going to be 16 years. The average lifespan for a tiger is going to be 22. Why? Less damaging, less trouble, less drama, easier life. You have to understand.
Yeah, but that goes back to the environment thing I was talking about. They're in like different environments. So you might be in an environment where it's more beneficial to be by yourself than it is to be in a group. But I'm pretty sure if you flip the environments, it'll be more beneficial to be in a group versus to be by yourself in that environment, because then your life expectancy probably will decline much lower than you being in a group. So I don't know where he's going with this. Ultimately, I need to see how this compares to individual people, because if I'm thinking of if I had to guess, right? You know, a lot of like scientists, sociologists, people like that, they always say humans are better together because they're social creatures. So if that's the case, then there's very few cases where this Sigma ideology is actually going to work. I'm one of the few cases where I feel like Sigma ideology works, but it's always going to be someone like me, an anomaly, where the whole Sigma thing works. But if you take someone else and you try to give them my Sigma type of lifestyle, they probably won't be able to survive. Nine times out of 10, they won't be able to survive. So it's very few cases. If that's where he's going with this, then I don't know. I kind of have to throw it out the window. Throw it out there, bro.
Alphas stay in more trouble because they constantly have to prove their dominancy. That's why I tell you, you don't have to have money to be an alpha male. Anybody can be an alpha male. But when you're a Sigma, you have to always be on top of your game because you have no distractions. This is why Sigmas are more attractive. It's because they have nothing to prove to nobody but themselves. To be a Sigma male, you have to be self-confident in yourself, which means that you don't walk around with your head down. You walk around with your head high. The difference between the Sigma and the Alpha, the Sigma does not want to be seen. It has the same power as a regular Alpha, but it's not looking to be popular. It likes to sit by itself and still get a lot of moves accomplished. That's what makes the Sigma male way more attractive than the Alpha male, because the Sigma male has a lot of mystery. You have to understand.
See, that was the first thing I was thinking of, is like this whole mystique factor, right? People are just more, I guess, intrigued with someone who's much more to themselves. And, you know, if, like I said, I would probably, if I had to, I would probably classify myself as a Sigma male. And I have actually experienced that, where people, I guess, male and female, are more intrigued with knowing more about me due to me not giving them enough to work with. And I've experienced this in social settings, workplace. My previous job, I've actually experienced it. So that's pretty interesting that he brought that up. So let's get back into this.
Sigmas is more of a mental game to life. Alpha males is more of a dominant thing to life. They're not trying. Alpha males want to dominate everything. Sigmas want to dominate quietly. They don't want to be seen. They don't want to draw in the attention. Now, can you be a Sigma male and can you be an alpha male from a beta? Yes, you can. Why? Because it's mindsets. If someone tells you you cannot be born an alpha, you cannot be born a Sigma, they're right. Everybody's born a beta, because you have to be led. What makes most men alpha is actually being rejected. It's actually going through the rough parts of life. It's getting hit and getting back up, getting hit and getting back up. It's going through so much pain as a beta that it makes you stronger, and then as you get older, you become more dominant. Most men are going to be beta males, into the ages of 25 to 30 when you really start discovering yourself. Now, when you come out of this beta phase and you start moving towards an alpha phase, what's going to make the determination? If you're an alpha male, you're just going to be strong and dominate everything around you. But if you're a sigma male, you're strictly going to focus on the success, your dreams, traveling, learning more about life. Those are what tigers do. They spend more time hiding. Lions are constantly walking around, roaring, showing that dominancy. See, beta males, when they go out and buy the flashy cars, they go in the gym and get big, and then they try to portray this role of toughness. They're trying to mimic what an alpha.
I'm sorry. I know I brought up the teeth thing earlier, but now I'm sorry. This is completely off topic. Why is he yelling? I'm pretty sure nobody's in that room, bro. I don't know what his setup is. It seems like he probably got a really clean setup, but why is he yelling? Maybe that's his thing, you know. Maybe that's his thing. It goes with the video. He's asserting dominance. Alpha. He's alpha. He's asserting, like he's yelling. He's roaring. Roar. That's why he's yelling. I'm sorry. I just had to get that out there. Let's get back into this.
Male is doing when an alpha male is running around throwing their success in your face. A sigma male doesn't throw himself in it. Doesn't throw his accomplishments in your face. 9 times out of 10, people do not know anything about a sigma male. The only way you're going to learn about a sigma male, you have to be a person that nitpicks a sigma male's brain, because a sigma male is not just going to always come out and say, hey, I'm this, or be opinionated about things. If it doesn't affect their day-to-day life, most sigma males will not even get involved in a conversation, would not even get involved in a confrontation, would not even debate. 9 times out of 10, you will not know a sigma male is in the room, because the alpha male does too much in order to prove dominancy.
You know what's so funny about that too? And based solely upon what he's saying, because I feel like I fit that whole ideology, that sigma male thing. I feel like sometimes when you're in the room, that when you're around a bunch of quote unquote alpha males, they can kind of recognize that this sigma male is not a beta. It's kind of like a weird thing. Like it's weird. Like sometimes, like if I'm in a room with a bunch of, like, I guess quote unquote macho males, alpha males, it's a certain type of respect that's given to me versus someone who exudes this stereotypical beta male type of mindset. And I think it goes back to just ultimately humans. Like he said, it is a mindset and it's a way that you carry yourself, but it goes back to the idea that humans are animals to some extent, more evolved animals, but ultimately still animals. So a lot of those instincts are still there. Like you can sense things, like you can smell fear, you can, you know, tell when someone's being intimidated or is afraid. And of course you see that more in animals, but we still have that. So it's interesting that he's saying that, because a lot of the times, like I said, I'll be in a room, I'll be just in the back chilling, and when I'll say something, or when it seems like I'm about to say something, it's a certain type of respect that's given, that's on the same level or close to the same level as that of the big and loud, rowdy alpha male. It's interesting that's said that, and that sigma is still within the alpha category.
When the sigma male does nothing, the sigma male is a prime example of killing people with success. See, a sigma male ain't gonna brag about what he got, but you may see him as something nice. That's what you have to understand. Women attract more to the sigma male because the sigma male has more mysterious things going on with them that she cannot identify.
I don't know about that fully. I'll say that they're more intrigued with the sigma male. now I'll see a lot of females being more into the alpha male when it comes to it depends on your environment too. It definitely depends on your environment. But if you're in an environment where it's all about showing off, then the women would be more attracted to the alpha male, because it's, in human terminology, it will be seen as they're the more flashy, they're the ones that seem like they have more wealth and more going on for themselves, right? You'll see an alpha pushing a Beamer versus you'll see a Sigma pushing like a Toyota, but you don't know that Toyota is heavily modded and has like $30,000 worth of modifications within it. You would actually have to go and sit inside the car, pop open the hood, and just look at the different modifications that Toyota has versus what that stock BMW has. That's probably the best way to compare it.
See, when it comes to alpha males, women are going to be so used to alpha males, it's unreal. They're going to be used to the loud guy, the guy with the muscles, the guy that's trying to intimidate everybody. Women are going to be used to that. But they do it so much. This is why women go to beta males and control beta males, because beta males may have the money. Beta males may have the look too, but beta males may be weak inside. The only difference is alphas are more strong inside. When it comes to the Sigma male, you don't know what they're thinking. Why? Because they move alone. Sigmas do not focus on relationships. Sigmas do not focus on going to the club. They do not focus on being seen. They do not like being part of the in crowd, even though they gain the same success. They're more attractive because they're the biggest mysterious mindset that a woman can never figure out. When it comes to behavior, one thing that a woman masters when it comes to a guy is his behavior. So they treat men off of men's behavior patterns. This is why women can constantly win over beta guys, and they can piss off a alpha male because of their learned behavior. But she can't figure the Sigma male out because he's moving at his own beat. He's moving at his own drum, and he barely speaks. So she's constantly chasing something that she can't have with a Sigma. And that's the difference between a Sigma, an alpha, and a beta. We're going to go ahead and nip this in the bud because this is Sigma Nation. You must decide. You're going to be an alpha or you're going to be a Sigma.
All right, we're going to cut it off there. This is very interesting. Very interesting. The whole Sigma falls into the alpha category, but it's just how it's displayed. You know, like I gave out that beautiful, beautiful car analogy. You'll see an alpha pushing a stock Beamer, $60,000, $70,000 Beamer. You'll see a Sigma pushing a $30,000 Toyota, but that $30,000 Toyota has $30,000 worth of mods, and a lot of it's under the hood. So you wouldn't know until you hopped in the ride or you popped open that hood. Definitely I'll fall more into the Sigma category because I try to stay out the way. But like I also said, when I'm in the room and I'm about to open my mouth and speak, it's a certain level of respect that's given that rivals that of an alpha. So it definitely puts you in that alpha category and not in that beta category where you're easily ran over. It's times where it seems like you let people run over you, but ultimately it's I don't care, I'll let you talk over me. But when it comes back and slaps you in the face and I speak on that, you have no words. So very, very interesting. I probably will look more into this whole Sigma male thing. And hey, man, it's like he said, Alpha, Sigma, Beta. But I heard of Omega. He brought up Delta. No Corona. So we definitely gonna have to look into those categories and see if they're also subsidiaries of Alpha or Beta, or they're their own standalones. Omega seems like a standalone, but hey, that's only for. I used to watch Teen Wolf, and they did have like the whole Omega werewolf, and that guy was by himself in his own pack. Matter of fact, it was this one that was homeless and he got murked. Anyway, that's besides the point. That's definitely besides the point. But yeah, I'm gonna look more into this. I don't know if I'm gonna look and see if there's a video on it. If it is, I might just watch it with y'all. But ultimately, it's for my own personal research. See what I just did there? Sigma mindset. Keep it to myself. Not be all loud and out there with it. Y'all can't even see my face. That's some Sigma male-ish. Y'all don't even know what I look like. I mean, if you do enough research, you're probably gonna find pictures and videos and things of that nature. But that's besides the point too. Anyways, you know what? I'm done. That's it. This video's been going on long enough. I've been talking a lot. We just gonna cut it off there. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me your thoughts. More videos on the way. I'm out.